So today we're going to be doing something completely different, very magical. It's something that I've been wanting us to do for a very long time, and that is to dive into the world of Hogwarts Legacy. Now, I've heard so many great things about this game, and in my humble opinion, if you are a seasoned wizard or a seasoned witch, even a Harry Potter fan, this is going to be definitely your cup of tea. Either way, I'm so excited to kick this off, and as they say, may the magic begins. Okay, we are pleased to inform you that you've been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th year student. Term begins on 1st of September. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. As you may be aware, the decree of the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside school. However, due to your unique circumstances, the ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Elazar Fig to help you hone your spellcasting before escorting you from London to the castle for the start of term feast and the sorting ceremony. Yours sincerely, Professor Weasley, Deputy Head Mistress. Okay, that's cool. Wow, so now we are, looks like, going to be creating our beloved look. Let's have a look at the presets. I love the fact how they put the female and male together. I assume we get to choose our, I don't know, character voice and all of our character special configuration later on. But let's go for something that would probably reflect us more. Or maybe we could just go for something completely different than Harry Potter style. I mean, quite funny. The first preset that has been selected for us, he does look like similar to Harry Potter. Maybe he doesn't, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, he does look like a Harry Potter to me. But we're going to be the very special Harry Potter. Maybe something like that. Yeah. Got a bit of a dark skin tone. No, just to spice it up a little bit. Let's go for the face shape. And let me just check my webcam. I'm joking. We're just going to go something like, I don't know, would look like me a little bit. No, that's just way too white. I'm darker than that. Yeah, that'll do. In terms of glasses, you gotta have glasses. If you're gonna be a magician, you have to have glasses. No, he does look like too much of a Harry Potter. Let's go in the middle. In terms of hairstyle, that's going to be a really interesting choice. We'll keep it nice and short. Nothing too crazy to maintain. No. Yeah. That looks like quite really geeky to me, to be honest. I like that. And now we go with the... Oh. It's quite really funny. They haven't preset something about the age, because obviously they are all students, so they're all going to be like 17, 16 years old. Which realistically gonna put us in some sort of a tight spot. We should have like some sort of a fresh face. There we go. That looks more real to me though. The scars and marking, we ain't gonna do anything about that. Let's keep it nice and clean. Okay, the eyes. There's nothing realistically wrong with the eyes. No eyebrows. No, we can't do that. Go for something a bit natural. Here we go. Not too thick, not too light. Something in the middle. Eye color, we'll leave it as it is. It goes along with the hair color as well. Oh.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
No, we're going with the voice one. Thank you.
Wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Oh, bitch.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
He sounded like an absolute robot.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. That was quite something.
We'll go in the
It
middle.
was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Yeah, something really kind of balance of both worlds sort of a thing. So we're gonna go for something like easy. The only I'm gonna kind of explain it in a really idiotic way. This is the first time we play a magical RPG on the channel, so I don't know what I'm going to be expecting going forward. And for us, as you probably know, it's for entertainment purposes. You know, we're just here to have fun, nothing more, nothing less. So we're not going to go for the hard or the story. We'll keep it easy on us. A bit of a light gameplay challenge, that's going to be fair, but at least we're not going to be going crazy. First name, we'll go for mine, Harry. Oh, last name. Okay, what are we going to choose for the last name? Just call him Harry X. I just hope whoever kind of skips the video doesn't go, why the hell did you call him Harry X? Might as well call him Harry Potter. It's like, no. Because we're going to be doing a much better job than Harry Potter, quite frankly. Either way, let's start the journey. Alright, looks like we are getting picked up.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar! George! Glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Did he just see something he didn't like? Where is our horse? Oh. This just looks absolutely amazing. And here we go. Warner Brothers games represent the most magical game on this planet Earth, I guess. quite weird. Like, this is probably the first Harry Potter game I've ever witnessed. I don't know if there are any other Harry Potter games, but by all means, let me know in the comments below if you know of any.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Looking up to the
Have you
bosses.
seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a
What was that?
significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
Oh crap, so we're the only one who could see it.
Merlin's beard! How did you...
Wait! We do.
Oh my god! Hold on, we just kicked off the game. Is that even meant to happen? Jeez. I mean, do we even have some sort of a parachute?
Give me your hand!
Wow, okay.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Wiggenweld potion. Very nice.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this portkey. Or why.
Okay. Looks like we got some questions that need answers. Oh, geez, this is way too bright. Oh my god, look at the graphics.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Well, this is gonna be very interesting.
Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic. Or magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
What does that do? Oh.
And is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
Okay. Oh, we could actually jump as well. Okay.
Sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
He's quite right.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Okay, so we need to perform a basic cast. Is that it? Oh.
Excellent!
So use your camera, select an active target. Some players prefer to select targets and move the avatar with the same stick. By disabling camera relative targeting in settings. Now we'll probably just continue. We'll keep it natural as much as possible. Whoa!
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Hold on. Oh, okay. So we could actually have that marked. So I'm just gonna play around with it a bit. Okay. You better not mess with Harry Potter in here.
Thank you, sir.
Ah, up there.
Hold on. This is not turned into Assassin's Creed, is it? It can be. We want to see a lot of magic.
It's just ahead.
Wow.
Steady yourself. Reparo!
No way. So if we say Reparo, we should be opening all kinds of roads and all kinds of bridges. Okay, Professor Fig.
Almost there.
Make sure we remember that.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Yeah, I mean, it's all kind of ruins. So the mini-map shows your surrounding, with you in the middle, and this is your current object. Oh, here.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Is there like a way around to get out of this? So we could go to the other side? Right, let's just explore around. Maybe we could just jump this off. Oh, here. Well, I'm having a bit of goosebump feeling we shouldn't be going there.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
I could see myself. Well, that didn't really work, did it?
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Interact with magic.
What in Merlin's name?
Is that meant to happen?
Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Wake the goblin. Well, he's having a bit of a right little snooze over there.
Hello?
Wakey, wakey.
It can't be. Just a moment. Oh. Where are we here? Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely.
Did he just guess the number?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
I don't think the key had any number on it.
This way, then.
Maybe it has. I could be wrong. I don't know yet.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cards if you don't wish to lose them. Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest. Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts? They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both,
could have arranged for such a service.
Okay. I'm feeling quite dizzy as it is.
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
I just love how the people who operate the bank are so small.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Wow. It's like being in a movie. You know, that's how it feels.
The armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the porky container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
Okay, this is pretty exciting for us. Let's hope so.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, merci beaucoup. Why do I need to go in there? We just not leave the professor to do his thing?
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
What?
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
So, steady your wand with L and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Pressing the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path. Oh. What? Hold on. Doing it at the right speed? Okay, that worked. So we cast Revelio.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Okay. Oh, so it's using the left
Well, that's a step.
like an eye.
There's that
Pretty
symbol
cool.
again. I
Revelio.
don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Are you sure?
Lumos!
Revelio.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Okay. I'm gonna follow your lead, Professor. I just hope he knows where we're going.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Oh. I'm just a bit worried if something just comes out of that. Like, you know, like a sleeping beast or something.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue?
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
That's crazy. So we are the only one who could see most of these stuff.
There must be something to that reflection you're seeing.
Revelio.
I presume this
There we go, Revelio.
is reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Steady your wand and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Okay, so same thing. And we're gonna guide it. Hold on. We're gonna get better at this, I promise. Oh yeah. Lumos. So you've acquired the wand light and charm, Lumos, which has automatically been slotted to your spell set. Lumos creates a light at the tip of your wand to help you see in dark areas.
Careful.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection's turning towards me.
Oh my god, this is crazy. We're turning into like the next generation professional Harry Potter in here. You know, every spell is going to do its own thing and it's going to do its own magic. Oh my god, that statue is moving and I don't like it. Oh, wonderful. Exactly what we need now.
Look out!
Oh! What's the difference between Ateo? What? Hold on, I'm just a newbie over here. Oh god. What do I do? Can I just not like fight back? Oh, this is scary as hell. Oh. So that just basically put some sort of a bubble around us? Yeah, how you like that? Can we just not like fight? Oh, here we go. All right, sorry, I didn't know that that's even possible.
Stay close.
I am, I promise. So we use the R2 to kind of put this. So these spells, they are going to work on enemies too, which is very handy. Where the hell the professor just went?
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor!
Oh, let's put the light on.
This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go?
Oh, do we follow these?
What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
What is that there? Is that a chest? Oh, yeah. Sorry, Professor. Every little helps. We gotta gather some coins and supplies, or I don't know, whatever the hell they are. But we're just gonna keep gathering them. Is there anything else around? No? Doesn't look like it.
That's where they're leading me. That glow again.
Is that the professor?
Lumos.
No, I'm not activating the statues. That's a really stupid idea. Maybe we have to do it whether we like it or not.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time.
Oh, brilliant. So, how do you activate the statues? Wait a minute. So, when I aligned the statue with its reflection, it attacked. I just think that's a really stupid idea.
Align these statues with their reflections.
And how the hell are we going to do that? Oh, okay. Okay. Let me... Oh, so we need to do it more than once. You keep hold of it. Oh God. The last one.
Perhaps I need to get them all to stand at once.
Oh, that is even possible, because we're going to have to aim at each one, right?
Lumos.
Okay. Okay, we'll just keep it on. 1 minute. We'll just keep it on.
Where do I need to be to get all of them to stand at once?
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. I'm just being absolutely stupid-ish. We have to be at a certain place to get them all aligned at once.
Revelio.
Where's that perfect magical place?
Lumos. Protego. Lumos.
Okay. Now we're gonna have to
Perhaps I need to get them all to stand at once.
where is that place then? There's gotta be somewhere around here, surely. Oh, wait a second. Here.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
My bad, I should have had a coffee before we kicked off this. I did have some sort of a Red Bull, but geez. Is that the best what we could do? Hold on, give me a... See, I told you, we're getting the hang of this. You gonna attack or what? Why he's just like looking at us? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. So, hold triangle during Protego to stun enemies with a spotter... Oh, sorry. With a stupid by counterattack. Oh, well, we're gonna have to try that. We will definitely have to try that.
Protego.
Okay, that didn't really work.
Lumos.
1 second.
Stupefy.
Oh. In complete honesty, hold on, guys. We're gonna have to maybe put the difficulty to just to like normal, because easy just, I don't know, it just sounds way too easy. Bear with me. Okay, so now I've changed the difficulty to normal. This is definitely harder. Then
Lumos.
okay, this is definitely much harder. More challenging. That is for sure.
Lumos.
I do like the fact they give you like some sort of a, I don't know, that circle warning that you're gonna get kind of destroyed. You're just smashed by the enemy. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm trying to do, but I'm getting our asses kicked over here. Oh, what was that? Can we just not use that? 1 minute, 1 minute. Let's try that. Oh. It's not going down very well on us. Come on, Harry Potter. You got this. Nearly. Is there anyone left? I mean, we are nearly dead at the moment.
Lumos. Revelio.
Okay, Revelio. Sorry, Reveal. Who else? Where is Professor? Okay, our health bar is going back up. That's always a positive. This is the gate to exit this vault. Wow. This looks beautiful. You know what this really reminds me of? Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It had these inside places where you could experience the historical art like this, and I just find it absolutely phenomenal. I mean, look at our character, the upgraded version of Harry Potter in the house. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. We gotta go and find Professor Fig before he starts crying. Or maybe before we even get kicked out from the school at this rate.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
Hey, hold on. What are you doing? People just don't do that. You don't just grab something and pour it in. Drown your face in it. What's wrong with him? It's not as bad as I expected. Sorry.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why.
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
Well, we got the wands out.
Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have
You absolute a-hole.
For traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Oh my god. Oh, you walking up the beast, mate. That's absolutely crazy, and we haven't even got to the absolute to the magical college yet, or magical school, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is crazy intro. Wow.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Oh, really? No shit. Okay, Professor. After all of that, I gotta tell you, this is just absolutely phenomenal. I am just so enjoying this intro. I have no regret at all we kicked off this episode, because I could see us playing through the whole game just to find out what's going to happen to the end. What an absolute intro. It's just Amazing. Here we go. Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
The exciting moment. He doesn't look quite happy at all.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Only if he actually knew 10% what we've been through. That's just my say about it.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Before I say anything, is he trying to point at me as well, saying I'm a bit too old for this? I have no comment at all. But I'm going to say, I can't wait to explore, because if I said I can't wait to start class, I mean, there is no student on this planet Earth have ever said that. So we'll just say, we can't wait to explore.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Yeah. Maybe. It's ambition?
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Oh. So the sorting hat will take your choice into account when sorting you into your house. The Slytherin house, known for cunning, ambition, and a hunger for power. We shall accept that. I wonder if that is going to make some sort of changes within the story. It's really cool though, like you get to choose some sort of a path within the college.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
So basically, bugger off to your houses and rooms.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
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 Wow. Please don't tell me that's a big snake.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
I will do. It's been a very long day. Wow, it is so beautiful, man. It is just, I can't believe how the graphics are built for this game. It truly makes you feel
Looks like
you are in the world of Harry Potter.
Common room.
We just like have a moment just to appreciate this. Wow. I really wonder, do we have like some sort of a rooftop? Oh yeah, we do. Wow. Can we cook something here? No, just a firing bit. Sorry, I'm just being a bit curious, excuse me. I want to see if we could interact with anything within our room, but I don't think that's even possible. No, we can't read it. I mean, hold on. What was that there? Oh. Does that really boost our health? Like, I don't know. If we had a really low health level, would that actually boost it? I guess we could only find out later on. So now we need to find your common room. I love the fact we got some sort of a mini-map. One of the things I really hated before when we were playing Ghost of Tsushima is relying on the winds. That just drove me a bit insane. It's just refreshing to have a map.
Must be different.
Shall we just socialize maybe a little bit?
I wonder where they're from.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor...
What is this?
Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having a bit of nuts.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
So let's introduce ourselves to...
Well, I suppose...
Is that Imelda? No, this is Sebastian.
Can I help you?
Oh, he's a bit aggressive.
You're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
He is alright, I think. Sebastian, I mean. And, yeah, it was very terrifying.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Alright, mate. Nice to meet you, mate.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Oh, thank you, chap. Wow. Look at this. It definitely feels like we are in Wizard University.
Might want to think that again.
Who is Imelda? Oh my god, I'm sorry. We just do that?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Sorry.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate.
Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Okay, show off. Well, I'm gonna say we had it handled, baby.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Well, maybe she actually flies a lot.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Farewell.
Nice meeting you.
Well, it's a pleasure meeting you too, my dear.
I really hope we get to see, or at least hear one today.
Is that ominous? Wait a second. Wait a second. Am I seeing sharks out there? Not like a big whale? Can we just not like use the scoop to see what's going on? Or the scope? Is that the telescope?
I really hope we get to see, or at least...
Alright, let's just introduce ourselves regardless.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you,
Ominous
Ominous.
Gaunt.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Yeah, we do like to make a bit of an entrance.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Okay. Now, let's not get into too much details. But yeah, let's ask that question about the mermaids.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
I'm not really being harsh, but he's not making much of an eye contact with. He might have been blind. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not being disrespectful or anything. I'm not sure he could see us in reality.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you indeed, dude.
Fifth year Slytherin in here. Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Okay, thank you. Oh, we're just playing around with it. Jeez, look at that. Dude, I'm so loving this game. I don't know. I am in love with this game, and I haven't said that for quite a while. Probably said that when we played Red Dead Redemption 2. And so I keep like benchmarking Red Dead Redemption 2 to everything, just because Red Dead Redemption 2 is the game that if you want to have some sort of a masterpiece, you would just compare it with it. It's just, that's the simple logic. You know, in my humble opinion. Sorry, I'm trying to find my words. I'm just gonna get that Red Bull kicking slowly, but hey ho. I speak to Professor.
I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
I like that. Wow.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Already doing magic tricks.
What do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay.
This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
I think she's on about Revelio.
Opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
I'm trying, Professor. I'm trying.
You cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide.
Okay.
Revelio.
Field guide beige. Okay. That's pretty cool. So we could just collect guide pages around and maybe like from specific statues. You've just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience point or XP. I would have thought like doing the story mission will just gain you XPs naturally. That's absolutely fine. I haven't got like any problem with that. It means the walkthrough or the playthrough of the game is going to be so much longer. I don't really mind it at all. In complete honesty, it's all about enjoying it, having fun. But I had to put my take on that because it just doesn't feel right just doing side quests or like guide challenges just to get XPs. They should be also embedded in the storyline. It's just a thought for the developers and nothing else. But yeah, let's have a look at the field guide. So this is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. Okay, I mean, do we... Okay, so discover field guide pages around the world. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenge menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. Okay.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that.
Sorry, I thought that was her.
Of the castle.
I was like, why she's running away from me? So, this is basically... What is this? Hold on. No, there's not really... Oh, okay, so these are like some sort of a special skills we're gonna unlock. And we could just change them, I guess, as we get along. This is essentials. So what we got with the essentials? 1 second. We got the R2 tab. We got Revelio. So this is unlocked. And we got a Protego, which is protection, essentially. And we got the Stupefy. Okay. We'll get the hang of the things later on in the game, though. I don't know. Every time I see these doors, it just gives me goosebumps. For the fact that I know this is some sort of a long-ass tailed snake. I'm just saying, it just doesn't make you really comfortable. I don't know. I'm just not like a snake guy. It was, you know, difficult for me. That being around snakes.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
This is a map. Look at that. So, Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live and includes the house common, rooms, and the Great Hall. So basically we could just faster travel. Zoom in, zoom out. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So if we wanted to go to somewhere, we just go select it, but it needs to be unlocked for us. That's cool. So do we need to go to the grand staircase? One second. Select the library annex region to continue. Oh, okay, sorry, my bad. And now I need to select the one with the R. That is flaming green. Did that work? Better do.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
I mean, this castle must be so huge for them to create that map. And the fast travel as well.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
That's a really interesting question. The Dark Arts.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Okay. And what is the Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Butterbeer. Very typical British English town, filled with pubs. Of course it will be. Yeah, let's find out more about the Charms class.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Just say there isn't for now.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Let's go. Oh yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. What an absolute game. I'm just loving this. I don't know. But it's more of like the whole dynamics and how it's actually made. They, in my opinion, they've definitely taken a lot from Harry Potter, the movie, and embedded it within the game. Like, they stole a lot of the story aspect. It's not like all of it kind of copy-paste, but the method, the delivery of the scenario is incredibly similar. It's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. This game is really going beyond the expectations I've had.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Wow, it's a bit like...
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Yeah, why not? So, you can track available quests from the map. Okay. This represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. But hold on. Earlier, we've been told main quests, they wouldn't get us any kind of XP. So this is confusing me a little bit. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professors' assignments or as quest rewards. Okay. We'll get the hang of this sooner or later. So this is going to be quite normal. We track which quest we want to get cracking with. And we get rewards for it. Yeah, let's go to the Defense Against the Dark Art class.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay. Attend Defense Against the Dark Arts class. What does that do? Now, wait a second. Is that like create some sort of a path? Oh my god, it does. How cool. Wow. Just wow. Oh my god. This also reminds me of Oxford. I lived in Oxford for a few years, and Oxford University got that kind of style of buildings. And it looks all marvelous. Let's not hurry up. Let's just enjoy the moment and walk normally now. There's no need to speed up. Calm yourself down, Harry.
Can you explain why I have...
Sorry, I don't care much about the bird. I'm just enjoying the show over here from Bevis. Like a circus inside the college. Is that college, university, whatever the hell you want to call it? What we got here? Loads of beautiful arts. Don't really like these dinosaurs. They look a bit freaky. What happens if we interact with this? Oh, it just spins it around. I would have thought something cooler would have it. What is that? Can you interact with that? Wow. You see how that even vanished? At least we're not leaving any kind of markings. Oh? What are you looking at me for? You're just eyeballing me.
Is that all you've got?
Professor
Oh, that was close.
Good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Oh, he has been taught.
Learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay. Steady your wand with the L and guide it along the simple path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when promoted to accelerate. Okay, so it's basically exactly what we done before. So we could learn the spell. Ah, here we go. That was easy. Levioso.
Levioso.
Very nice. So now we could actually pick up stuff.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Uh-oh. Why I gotta be first?
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Well, you should have told me that.
Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want...
Already?
Using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Well, I guess it's time to kick ass. But he doesn't know we're natural just yet.
Good form.
I know.
A perfectly executed...
Oh, yeah. Do you see that, my friend? We're quite natural, man. Oh.
Protego. Complicates things.
Oh, okay, now he's getting a bit serious. Oh.
How's the view? You're good. How perceptive.
Oh, how about that?
For this adept.
Rather good at this, aren't you? I know.
Remember the lesson. Levioso is quite effective in concert with other spells.
What the hell?
You're not... I wouldn't dream of it.
Okay. I wasn't really good. At all. Well, let's try again.
Protego. That complicates things. Levioso. Good form. I know.
Well, let's keep at it, Harry Potter.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Well, let's not give him any chance. Keep at it.
If only all of my students were this adept.
Oh.
Levioso.
Watch your opponent's signs to attack or defend yourself.
Oh, okay, so we can't really keep using it all the time.
Use the basic cost when your opponent's guard is down.
See, I told you we are very natural.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Okay. Thank you, Professor.
Nice work.
What's up, Sebastian?
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Yeah. Nah, let's just not lie to him because we actually used it in combat, so...
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Yeah, it sounds really suspicious, because I thought everything should be done within the academy sort of thing.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library. You just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Yeah, I'll have a really big thing about it. Well, a big thing. I really don't want to overcomplicate it because we just got here. Go to Charms class. That looks like it's all the way on top. Oh, nice. We get the little kind of sparkling way. Sorry, did I just go into someone? Who's playing music? I hear some music.
I didn't think it was possible. And then 1 minute, I was stirring. And the next, I was swimming in bliss baby.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
I swear. It turned out I just filled my flask. It wasn't my fault. Do you
Wow.
have any valerian sprigs?
And I thought I've seen it all.
Get from this potion. Only, I can't remember.
Not yet. Not yet, apparently. Right, let's get... What was that? Did they just move? Oh my god, the paintings, they do move. I thought these two soldiers just greeted us, but this is just insanely beautiful. Oh, did you see that? He just nodded. Sorry, I'm trying to like look into the details and just enjoy the game sort of a thing. I just don't want to play the story and that's it. You could tell this game is filled with detail. If we're just going to sit here and play the story and not pay attention to the details, we're not going to be paying attention to the beautiful things that
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
this game
Sometimes have
is
to remind him to finish the
showing us.
Some
I
of
mean,
us don't necessarily
wow.
want him to get back to the lesson.
That moving? Yeah, that is moving too. But we can't interact with it. Oh, hey ho. It is just filled with cool stuff.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay. This really reminds me when I was in school doing French classes, and everyone was like, yeah, we kind of didn't revise for this. And yeah, it's not like everyone was pretending to be an idiot sort of a thing. It just nobody bothered to study anything. But yeah, that's my story with the French classes in school back in the day. So let's learn Accio. Or Accio? Accio.
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 That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
I like that. Did we get to fly the wands yet? Oh, that would be so cool. Please tell me we're going to do some flying.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Oh, why am I actually going first? I don't even know the game. At least show me how to do it.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Alright, so it looks like we got some sort of a pointing system. I guess the closer we get it to us, the more points we get.
Accio. Very good.
Is that it? Oh, we got 50. That's not bad for a start, is it? Jeez, man.
Excellent.
No, don't fall, please don't fall. That's not bad. That's not bad. Everyone's like, what is going on? He's going to like max out on the point. I'm like, watch and learn, son. Watch and learn. Oh, we should have done this. I jinxed it for the last one.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let's do this.
Watch this.
Wow. We got that ego thing going on.
How it's done.
Yeah, it's my turn. Watch and learn. No. It's too...
Stay focused.
Be sharp.
No comment. We've done it perfectly, and this is what happens.
There we go.
He's obviously a pro. Oh, we could do better than this. This is some poor effort. What? Did she just score like 450? I don't know what to say anymore. Oh, we clearly have lost. Doesn't matter. We can't be winners all the time.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Whoa, this is going to be quite tricky.
Chatter, focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Whoa, okay. This is going to be challenging. This is going to be very challenging. Right. Yeah, just keep on rolling. Oh, is that on 30?
Watch this.
That's on 20. Did I get the 20 or is that like gone? Okay, at least we got the 20.
There we go.
Right, let's get focusing now. I should have waited until it has gone a bit to the left. That was just my fault. Sorry, that was absolutely my fault.
Here we go.
Come on, smash it through. Okay, at least we got 10. So maybe we could have a draw if we really gather that. It's just bad luck. That's all.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
I mean, it's our first week, all right, in the school. So we can't be just hitting everything exceptional all the time.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Well, I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Is that Ouagadougou in Uganda? Maybe, what does it look like?
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Okay.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Yeah, that's very interesting information.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
I really wonder if he's going to be saying,
you can use Accio on humans.
I heard really good things about you, but you were so disappointing in the game.
Using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian.
Where is he? Here he is.
A word, if you would.
Yeah, of course, Professor Ronan.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Ooh, how exciting. So we just completed our first, or maybe like the second main quest. Because quite frankly, we had a class beforehand. So where we are going next, though?
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I am. Oh, sorry, Samantha. Something just popped up. 1 second. Okay, so now side quests are available. Oh, yes. So I need to go and see Professor Weasley. Sorry, Samantha, I'm not being rude, but I'm being asked to go somewhere else to meet Weasley. That's the actual head professor, I believe. So I'm just loving the fact every time you kind of come across the hall, they just give you some sort of a salute. That's pretty sick. Give us the path. Okay, well, we're going in the right direction. I'll be all the way there. Blue flames discovered. Oh my god, we got a cat? Look how cute that is. Oh, we got about the cat. We can't just leave the cat on its own. Jeez. You stay there, good girl. You stay there.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Oh, wow.
There you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
No, yeah. Maybe we'll just put it on Professor Fig for now.
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Yeah, he did actually mention it.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I have a question. What is a spellcraft? Is that like some sort of a customization to our spell afterwards?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Okay. I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Yeah, I like them both. Let's go with Sebastian.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
butter beer. Oh god, I have no comment. Can't take it way too seriously when she says butter beer. Anyway, so speak to Professor Warren to receive your first assignment. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, rewards you with new spells. The reward for completing your first assignment will be the Mending Charm, Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. Okay. Is that like maybe repairs? Or wands? Maybe? Oh well, before we kick off our first assignment, I am going to end the episode over here, guys. I am truly shocked of how amazing this game is. And inside of me, I'm beating myself because the only question I'm asking myself, why I didn't play this at an earlier stage. Honestly, this game is phenomenal, and it's reaching that perfection level when it comes to the graphical interface, the storyline. Though the storyline is going to be quite huge, so forgive me for the very long episode. But before I let you go, please let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the game. And if you're loving this Harry Potter game, by all means, feel free to drop a like. If you don't like it, just hit dislike. Whatever you feel comfortable doing it, just do it. And yeah, I love you, I leave you. And I'll see you all in the next episode, where we're going to be doing our first assignment. Bye-bye for now.